Hello everyone, my name is Vince. Welcome to Yin Yoga. For this class, you'll need props like your bolsters and blocks. Let's start in our child's pose. You can choose if your knees will be wide apart or the knees are together. What's important is that your toes are kissing. You can support your hips by placing a bolster in between the heels as you sit on the heels. You can rest your forehead on the mat by bringing your arms in front of you or beside you. You can place a bolster under the chest if that helps. Just try to surrender, try to sink into this child's pose. Allow this child's pose to be the end of hectic moments and the start of some peaceful moments with yourself. Feel the force of gravity pulling you downwards, grounding you into the earth, connecting you. Notice how this applies stress to your hips. Notice the joints that are feeling this child's pose. Notice the softness as well. On your next breath, can you please energize your hands? Try to walk the hands closer to you. Lift the head, lift the chest off the mat. Can you place a prop in front of you? Can you swing your right leg in front? Try to move the left leg as far back as you can. If there's a big space in between the right thigh and the floor, you can place a prop to ground you, to support you. So you don't collapse to the right side. You can square yourself. Can you walk your right hand in front of you? Can you try to thread the left arm under the right arm towards the right side until the outer left shoulder touches the mat? And then you can rest your forehead on that prop in front of you, or you can even just bend your right elbow, rest your forehead on your right forearm. We're feeling stress on two of our important major joints, our hip joint and our shoulder joint. Notice how this works very, very deep into the right hip, the glutes, as well as the outer left shoulder. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Thankful that with all the noise, with all the craziness around us, we have chosen to spend this time taking care of ourselves, being quiet with ourselves. Notice as you cultivate silence, how you are able to hear more. The thing is, our body does not have those LED indicators like mechanical objects. We have to listen to the subtle messages that our body is communicating to us. And we'll only be able to hear it through silence, through listening, through feeling. Many times when we are busy, we are mindless and unaware of what the body is telling us. Sometimes when we're busy, we even forget to eat or to drink, not feeling the complaint in the form of hunger or thirst that our body is communicating to us. And then eventually we feel that cumulative effect of punishment to our body, of misuse, overuse, abuse. Notice how we're applying very healthy stress on your joints to strengthen the joints, to try to lubricate the joints, allowing your joints to simmer and marinate into your blood and all of the lubricating substances that are being infused as we stress those joints. On your next breath, can you please energize your right hand, right forearm. Try to apply your weight on the right forearm as you slowly release that left arm and slowly straighten the right leg. And then make our way to just lie down on our back for a few moments here, just to release this pose and rebound. Just extend both legs, rest in awareness, feeling the sensation on our shoulder, on our hips. Can you please bend your knees and step your feet on the mat? And gently can you windshield wiper the knees from side to side? Feel the slide and glide on the hips. Hear the sounds that the hips are making. Allow the knees to come down on the right side. We will come into a fetal position, resting our head on our arms. Can you place your left hand on the mat? On your next breath, can you push your body to come up? And again, we come into our child's pose. Your choice, knees together, knees apart. But bring your toes together. And then try to rest your forehead on the mat. Try to sink, surrender, relax. If you decided to bring the knees together, you can place your arms beside you, point the fingers back, and move from side to side. This is believed to be very good to massage the lymph tissues along the chest. Notice the belly, the compression in the stomach organs. Can you place your hands on the mat? Take a breath, lift the hips up, come into your all fours. Make sure you have your prop in front of you. Can you swing the left leg forward? And try to move the left knee as far back as you can. And again, if there's that big gap in between the left thigh and the mat, you can place a prop for grounding and support. You don't want to be collapsing to the sides. You want to try to center and square here. Can you walk the left hand forward and try to thread that left arm under, thread that right arm and right hand under the left arm until the outside of the right shoulders touch the mat. And then you can try to rest your forehead on the prop in front of you, or bend the left elbow, rest your forehead on your left forearm. And feel the stress on the outer right shoulder. Feel the stress on the outer left hip. You might also feel a nice stretch in front of the right hip. Just rest here in awareness. Feel the sensation, feel the release. Not all stress is bad. the stress that our joints are now feeling are good stress. Stress that strengthens. Stress that improves. Notice how it feels to spend this time with yourself. We all have this goal to try to be the healthiest of ourselves. There are many components to health. There's cardio health, there's muscular health. In this case, we're making time for joint health, for fascia health, for health of our cartilage, our ligaments, and also our mental health and emotional health. Notice how we're able to relax our otherwise busy nervous system. Notice how we're able to tap into deeper aspects of our being. How do you truthfully feel in this exact time? Wherever you are, whatever time it is where you're practicing, you are in the present moment. Can you do a check-in on your true selves? How can you say that you are being authentic to yourselves in this present moment? Part of self-care sometimes is being real to ourselves, being honest to ourselves. Not just being how we're supposed to be or feel how we're supposed to feel, but really being truthful to how we feel. Can you energize your left hand as you push your body to come up, and we'll untangle the right arm and then extend the left leg so that we can lie down on our back. And we allow our body to rebound, feel that fragility, that vulnerability, that release. Just rest the arms beside you. Keep the legs wide apart. Feel your bones heavy. Can you please step the feet on the mat and slowly windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And when your knees fall on the left side, just keep the knees there and try to reach for the right ankle using your right hand. Try to bring that right ankle closer to your right thigh. Can you see if you can extend your left leg? Come into this half saddle pose. If it's too much for you, you can bend the left knee, step the left foot on the mat. You can also support your right knee with a prop, like a block, if the right knee is off the mat. You can bring the arms up overhead. See if you can walk your hands towards the upper right side. Come into a lateral side bend here. So we continue to multitask to make the shape more hardworking for our lower body and upper body. Notice the tension in front of the right thigh, the stress on the right ankle and right knee, as well as the space that you are able to create on the whole left side of your body. Try to feel and notice the sensation, the areas of openness and the areas of tightness. Only through observation can we really determine the state of our tissues, of our body. It's so easy for mechanical objects to have that gauge on tire pressure, oil, gas, whether it's empty or full. In our body, we need to listen to know the state of each body part, to feel. And if we stay too long in an unbalanced situation, life, the universe, acts to restore balance in our body, and usually the balancing effect is on our health through illness, pains and aches. Sometimes these body aches are manifestation of stress and anxiety. Slowly allow the arms to come back to center, and we'll gently face towards the left side as we release the right leg, straighten the right leg, and then gently lie down again. After each yin pose, there's really that feeling of being an old person, being so fragile. And during this time, our body looks for those areas and directs its healing wisdom. Notice how this heals you physically, mentally, emotionally. Just rest here, lie down, feeling your bones, feeling your body. Can you bring the legs together? Bring the arms up overhead. Point the toes. Give yourself a nice long stretch. As you stretch, can you inhale through the nose? And then exhale through the mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale and release through the mouth. Let's do a third stretch here. You can point the palms up. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Feel the rib cage flare. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Can you bring the arms beside you? Bend the knees. Bring the knees closer to the chest. Hug the knees to the chest. Imagine you're a round hollow ball this time. Bring the forehead closer to the knees. Rounding your spine, lifting the pelvis off the mat. Gently, can you step your feet on the mat? And we're going to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. When the knees fall down on the right side, stay there. And your left hand tries to reach for the left ankle, brings the left ankle closer to your bum. You can extend your left leg. You can straighten that left leg. Or you can straighten the right leg, or you can bend the right knee and step the right foot on the mat. You can place a prop under the left knee, the bent left knee, for support. You can bring your arms up overhead. Feel the tension in front of your body. Feel the stress on the left ankle joint, the left knee. Feel the stretch in front of your left thigh. Notice how we're applying stress to as many joints and as many tissues of your body. Can you see if you can walk your left arms over to the left side? Come into a lateral side bend on the right side. Relax the face, relax the neck. Just feel the space on the right side of your body. Continue to notice your breath. Continue to notice the sensation in your body. Many times we navigate through life on autopilot. Walking mindlessly, not seeing through our eyes, not feeling through our skin, allowing the mind to operate our lives. Allowing our lives to just be brought to wherever our mind wants to, whether in the future or in the past. Imagine the power that you can regain by being mindful, by using your mind instead of allowing the mind to use your life. By allowing our mind to flourish, not just go around in circles, but really to be able to express its brilliance, its creativity, when we are more deliberate in how we use the mind. We have our life gifts. Every part of our body serves us a strength. Every aspect of our being, our mind, our heart. And as we are more mindful, we can try to discover those strengths that allow our lives to blossom. When we are mindless of our strengths, we are not able to maximize our life and time. Imagine a human being that is blessed with gifts, let's say for a sport like basketball, but has not discovered these gifts and instead spends his days or her days in the football field, in the volleyball court. How unhappy they are bringing their talents in the wrong court. As we become more mindful and as we turn inwards, we try to tap into our strengths, draw out the best in us, and bring it to the right courts where we can be happy, where we can be fulfilled and find meaning. Slowly bring the arms back to center, and then we'll gently try to lean towards our right side as we extend our left leg, and then make our way to try to lie down on our back. And we rest the spine, rest our legs. On your next breath, can you try to lift the head and bring the chin close to the chest? Can you place your forearms on the mat? Can you slowly see if you can vertebrae by vertebrae come up to seated? Push your body with your hands. And then can you try to grab a bolster, a soft prop, place it lengthwise behind you, and then vertebrae by vertebrae we will lie down, rest our head, come into a gentle back bend supported by the bolster. Bring our arms out to the sides. You can stay here with your legs extended if it feels good for the legs, especially the left leg, or you could try to create a diamond shape with the legs bringing the soles of your feet together. You can support your knees with props. As we rest here, opening up our chest, opening up the tissues of our inner legs. So truthfully now, how do you feel? Are there emotions that you're able to release? Irritations, negativity? This is like gas, and it's good to release these away from your body. The release is also part of taking care of ourselves, to be emotionally and mentally fit. Feel your body. Feel your heart. A lot of beauty in life comes from the heart. Like love, forgiveness, kindness, compassion. That is very healthy to give ourselves and other people. Love is the driving force in life. It allows what is dark to become bright. It allows even what is messy to be beautiful and fixed in our eyes. Slowly and gently bring the knees together. You can use your hands and then gently come down on any side so that we can remove the prop from behind us and lie down on our back. You can step the feet wide apart, knock the knees together, place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And just appreciate being here. On your next breath, can you lift your hips up, transfer your hips to the left side, and gently allow the knees to come down on the right side. And then can you bring your arms out to the sides like a letter T. You can gaze towards the ceiling or towards the left shoulder. Notice how this releases and melts tension and tightness, particularly in the lower back. This twist is like medicine. It brings balance into your nervous system. As you turn inwards, try to forgive everything outside of you. Forgive everything inside of you as well. Let go of all the embarrassment, all the mistakes, everything from the past that is already gone. Allow yourself to move on, because everything that has happened for a reason. And when you're filled with self-forgiveness, of just releasing what the brain suggests that you should have done. These are ways of freeing ourselves, lightening the burden on our shoulders. Everything that we experienced in the past is over. And we had something to learn from it. By moving on with our lives, we are able to get better, if not now, in the future. And it starts with a decision to be free, a decision to prioritize ourselves, slowly bring the arms beside you. Slowly allow the knees to come back to center. And then please hug the knees to the chest. We'll step the feet on the mat. Lift the hips up. Transfer the hips to the right side. And then we'll gently allow the knees to come down on the left side. We'll bring our arms out to the sides. You can gaze towards the ceiling, towards the left shoulder, or maybe the right shoulder, wherever it feels comfortable for your neck. Just relax here and release everything. Judgments, hate. If you can't let go of these negativity, chances are it's because of ego. Try to live your life acting from the beauty of your soul rather than this ego, which always makes us struggle, makes us want to prove ourselves, makes us always want to be better. There are two contexts of being better as a human being. One that comes from our ego, which is competitive, which compares a lot, which a lot of times is very superficial. And the other context of being better comes from our soul, being a better human being that is more loving, more compassionate, more tender, more real. Sometimes the ego wants us to talk more, but you'll notice how the soul wants us to listen more. How the ego wants us to receive more, and our soul wants to give more. How our ego wants to lift ourselves up, while our soul wants to lift others up. Notice those contrasts in life as part of listening in. And exercise free will on which feels more aligned with how you want to live your life. And there, the feeling of meaning and fulfillment will flow from. On your next breath, can you bring your arms beside you and gently bring the knees back to center? And then can you hug the knees to your chest? You can do any last movement that the body is asking from you. You can create circles with the knees clockwise and then counterclockwise to massage your back. And then extend your legs, have your feet as wide as the mat. Have your arms beside you and your palms facing up. Release. Let go of what does not serve you. Take rest in your Savasana. You slowly bring awareness back into your body. Can you introduce movements to your fingers and toes? Can you rotate your ankles and your wrists? Can you move your head from side to side? Can you gently bring your arms up overhead? Bring the legs together and point the toes. Give yourself a nice long stretch. And then can you bend your knees and hug the knees to your chest? Can you bring your left arm up? Allow the knees to fall gently on the left side. Come into a fetal position. Allow your spine to round. And can you use your right hand? Slowly push your body to come up. We will come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. We'll elongate our spine. We can place our hands on top of our lap. Just feel your body after all of those postures. Feel the legs, the hips, the spine. Can you bring your palms together, rub the palms vigorously, create some heat. And then can you place the palms on top of your eyes, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Can you do that again? Rub the palms together vigorously, create that static energy and heat. And then can you place the palms on top of your eyes, on top of your face. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Let's do that one last time. This time we will inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. So rub the palms vigorously. Feel the heat in the palm of your hand. Place the palms on top of your eyes. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Can you place your palms together either in heart center or in front of your thighs? Thank you for allowing me to serve you. It is always an honor. I appreciate your time. The light in me bows down to the light in you. I wish you an abundance of health, wealth, happiness, peace, love, joy, all the good things to flow into your lives, into your hearts, into your homes. Please stay safe. Please stay strong. Namaste.